So like take 7.
Take 14. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Action.
Welcome back to another video on Yappy Fam channel. I don't know how to start these videos out. If you please leave a comment how we should start these videos out. But the last video was part 1 of a two-part video. First video was how we met, and it ended with a breakup. So this video is going breakup until we got back together.
Yeah.
I guess.
And how we got back together.
And maybe a little bit of what happened while we were split up. So we left off, it was right after, what's that holiday on the 14th of February? Valentine's Day. And I thought it was great, but I also kind of noticed that you were acting a little different. But I was like, maybe she's just, softball, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I could tell something was off, and I was like, it shouldn't be off because I thought we had an amazing,
connection. Relationship.
Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Okay. So I thought we had an amazing Valentine's Day. I was like, we're good. I mean, maybe she's just off a little bit, whatever. So I go back down to Columbus. She stays at Georgia State, and things are just off. Like, she's not texting me as much, and like, whatever. I don't know. Something was wrong, and I knew it. So I text her, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know exactly how it went because it's been almost 4 years now, but I'm like, what is going on? Something's off with you. Like, can we talk about this? Whatever. And I think later that day, she texts me, and it's like, yeah, we need to talk, but I want to do this in person. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that is not good. And if you've ever been broken up with, if they say, we need to talk, and we got to do it in person, whew, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
So I'm like immediately freaking out. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, And mind you, like I said in the previous video, like, if we would have stayed together, it would have not worked out.
Yeah.
And it would have, ended. It just wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
And we can see that now, but in the midst of it, I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been broken up yet. So then I'm like, no, like I can't get up to Atlanta till this weekend, and I'm not gonna go it was Monday. Like, I'm not gonna go a full week of not knowing what's going on and why she's upset. So we talk on the phone, and I don't remember exactly how it went, but essentially we broke up, and that was it. But I do remember I was like, can I come and talk to you in person?
Yeah.
Like, after we had broken up. And I show up, and we talk, and whatever. I get some of my things from her place, and...
But it wasn't like a bad breakup. It wasn't like... in the sense of, like, I know you probably hated me after that.
I didn't hate you. I was still in love with you.
No, like, I know, but it wasn't...
I was just broken.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad breakup.
No.
In the sense of,
it wasn't like, I cheated on you, you cheated on me,
right,
stuff like that. I mean. Like, we never want to talk again.
Exactly.
Like, but it was kind of one of those things, like, I knew it was about softball or whatever, and being focused in that. But I was like, as soon as softball's done, let's try to reconnect. I think it's like almost like a year and a half. I'm like, for sure, like, I'm getting over you. Like, I'm almost done. Like, whatever.
Meanwhile, he's like, I don't want anybody to think that I, like, got back together with you because of YouTube. But,
no.
But what was...
yeah, I mean, we totally went separate ways.
Yeah.
Like, she was coaching at Georgia State as a graduate assistant and trying to get your master's.
Yeah.
And I was... Well,
when we talk about how he was just starting out YouTube, and then I was finishing up college and starting a new journey, and so were you. You were starting a new journey. I felt like at that point when we got back together, we were both in the right place and where we needed to be able to.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Get back together.
So, like, a little bit of a backstory. Like, in the meantime, while we were split up, I went from basically full-time student athlete. Like, we had practice every single night except for Saturday nights. Yeah. And those practices would lead from, like, I think they started at like 7 or 8 p.m. and we would end because we had to work out and stuff like that. Like it ended like at like 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
So I'm going to school and work and going to cheerleading and doing YouTube when I could. You know, I was just fitting YouTube in, and I was like, you know, this is a big opportunity. And it got to the point where even my parents, you know, Brandon drops out of college to pursue YouTube, and then like him and the Googans and all these other people are like, T, you got it. Yeah. You're missing the train right now. And if you don't jump on this train, you're not going to have this. You might not have this opportunity in the future. And so I was like talking to my parents and this and that. And then eventually, like, my parents supported me dropping out of college fully. And I was like, oh my God, like, no way. And so this is like a year after we had been broken up. And so I start doing YouTube full time. I'm traveling all over the place, like, and it was amazing. But still, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I still love Kinsey, and it sucked. And like, what's even worse is like my stepmom and my mom. You would post a picture and they'd send it to me, like, horrible. Like, it was horrible. Like, it got to the point where I was like, please don't send me any pictures. Like, I'm truly trying to get over this girl, and so then I get a DM one random day, and it's like, Kinsey Caldwell. I'm like, wait, what? What is that? Who? Why? Whoa, what is going on? And it says something to the extent of like,
it was you.
Oh, I cut my hand open.
He had
I posted
his
a video
from the Amazon. Where he just posted it again, where he sliced his hand open, and I saw it, and
But this is the video I had filmed in the Amazon. It had been months.
Yeah,
afterwards.
I had scrolled down a couple times to find it and find a way to like DM him.
Yeah. So then she DMs me. She's like, "Oh my God, this is gross," blah blah. And I was just like, "Yeah, like, it sucked, blah blah, but I'm okay now." And then she's like, hey, if you want to meet up sometime and grab coffee, like, I'd love to catch up. And I was out filming or doing something where I couldn't see her message, but I knew you messaged me.
Yeah, you got the notification.
Yeah, I got the notification, and so I was like, well, I'll just message her whenever I'm done. And then all of a sudden, I get another message that says, Kinsey Caldwell has unsent this message. And I was like, oh.
I didn't know on Instagram that it would let them know that you unsent a message. Yeah. So I got caught.
And I think we have pictures of these DMs too.
Yeah.
So I'll put some screenshots in there. But yeah, so I'm like, so then I send a message, like, not immediately, but later, like, why'd you unsend the message?
Yeah, like, totally
and
called
she's
me
like,
out.
And she's like, oh, you got me. And I'm like, what? And then she's just like, hey, if you want to meet up, just let me know. We can grab coffee. And I was like, this girl knows I don't like coffee. Like, I don't drink. I'm not a coffee person. I'm like, I'll drink Red Bull, Monster, whatever.
What was I gonna say? You want to go on a date?
I don't know. Hey, you want to go grab a bite to eat? You want to grab lunch? Whatever. So, fast forward a little bit. It was maybe another month before we even talked. Or not a month. It was slow.
Yeah, it was slow.
We weren't, like, talking back and forth. I'm also, like...
Sorry.
I'm also, like, playing the game, like, all right, she's not going to just be able to come back in and be, like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And I also have it in my mind, like, okay, like, I'm just now getting to the point where, like, YouTube is going great.
Yeah. And
I'm like, is she coming back? Like, I don't know what the reason why she's coming back and this and that. And so there was a lot of questions in my mind. Like, it was bad. Like, it had me tore up. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've been waiting for this girl for, like, I prayed for this girl to come back to me, and now she is, and, like, I feel like I'm in a good spot in my life, and I don't want to go through what I went through for the past 2 years, and I'm almost over you. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, I'll give her a chance. But that's also with the help of, like, my mom saying,
I was about to say, you
know, one night she invites me out.
So me and my friends were going out, and I was like, let me just shoot him a text, because he didn't want to go out for coffee. I was like, maybe he'll want to go out. And you said you talked to your mom. Well, you just want. I feel like you wanted it to be like. Well, it was like casual. Our friend, like your friends that I knew. Yeah, like, it wouldn't be, so much pressure on us. Yeah. Back, for the first time.
Which is understandable. Yeah. But my mom was like, "Do not go out with her that night." So I went and hung out with some of my friends, and she was like, "If she's for real, invite her to church." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay." So So I invite her to church.
Well, he says.
Well, I invite you to church at like 11 o'clock.
That night.
Yeah.
Yeah, late.
And she was like, yeah, I'll go. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like, I went hunting the next day with my buddy. Crazy turn of events. And so,
So we meet up for church the next morning.
Yeah, we met up for church the next morning, and it was great.
And mind you, too, like, I'm nervous because we both haven't seen each other. We haven't seen each other in 2 years, basically.
No, not at all.
So...
And, like, I had to lead you off Instagram and everything.
Right. And I was kind of nervous, too, to see your family because I didn't know how they felt because I did break up with him. And
yeah.
But as soon as I got there, he hugged me. And then we got inside the church, and then his mom just hugged me. And that just made me feel so much relief and, like, acceptance that even though I know that, I heard she was able to kind of reassure me and accept me again. Yeah. So.
And one thing that was crazy is, like, we had these, like, these little sheets that you fill out. Notes that they print off at church. And it has, like, certain words that you fill in so you're not writing a bunch of notes the whole time. And you can pay attention. Like, you just write down one word for that sentence, like, fill in the blank. Yeah. And, like, the first word. So, mind you, I'm still like, what is she here for? Yeah. And the first word was forgiveness, relationship, and something like that.
It's like thankful.
Yeah, or like...
I was thankful because you wrote on your notes, you said, what are you thankful for? And I wrote back, and I said, you.
Yeah, and I was like... like, I'm, like, dying inside, like, butterflies, whatever. I mean...
We basically just talk and end up...
Well, yeah, I mean, at one point, one night, we were hanging out, and I just kind of broke down and told you what I went through for the past 2 years, and how, like, I was scared that you were going to do it again. And I was just being straightforward. I didn't want to play any games. I didn't want to mess around, like, at the time, I was, like, 20... What was I? 23?
Yeah.
22?
22, 23.
22, 23 years old. And I was just like, I feel like I'm at the point where, like, I want my person, like, I want to move on into life, and stop messing around. Yeah. And then she just reassured me that she was here for the right reasons.
And I knew I had to kind of prove myself, too. So
yeah.
And I knew it was going to take some time for him, and it ended up working out. And I think I've proved myself.
Yeah, I mean, she has a ring on her hand, and we are here now with the Yappy fam. Yep.
So we've come a long way.
A long, long ways.
4 years.
4 years,
2 years together.
Just looking back on it, it's crazy. Just to think, like, we were going to end up together, but I had no idea.
Yeah. But what's that saying? If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's meant to be. If you love it, let it go, and if it's right, it'll come back. You know that saying.
But you're like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. You know what I'm saying? And then you go totally. Yeah, no, I have heard that.
Okay.
But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up part 2 of how we met, why we broke up, and how we got back together again, how we met again. Hope you guys enjoyed. Another story time. If you guys want to see another story time and you know of something that you want to know about, just comment below what you guys want to see. Yeah. Also, we're filming some hunting videos and, other adventurous types videos that we don't put on the main channel.
Travel vlog,
stuff like that. So just give us some ideas. Let us know in the comment section. If you like this video, leave it a big thumbs up and make sure you share it with someone so maybe that if someone else is going through a breakup and they really love somebody, and maybe this could give someone that is having a similar story some help. But yeah, I love story times. They're super simple videos that we can film really fast, and it's just a cool story that you can kind of see into our lives a little bit more. Yeah,
we like sharing that part of our lives and how we got here, and I think showing that side of us is a little different on this channel than yours. You kind of get to know us for us, and
right. It's just it's a deeper. Yeah. It's totally. It's deep.
It's different.
Oh I don't know where I was going with that word, but I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications.
And one last thing. What? The last video, we did not boop it. Yeah. And I feel like it's just wrong. That's our thing on Yappy. And I feel like if we don't boot the camera here, it's just a piece.
So you think we need to do it?
Yeah, we need to boop
Okay.
it.
You want to do it at the same time?
You can boop it if you want. You're the first ever boop on Yappy Fam.
We can do it together.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh.
We love you guys, and as always.
Boop.